Welcome to the CfM Elite Business Page for Women. And if you are joining me, and most of you, it will be for the first time, feel free to introduce yourself. Let me know where you're checking in from. So this is the hub and the club and a place to be if you are a woman who is verging on life-changing experiences. So I've created this especially for you, including if you're interested in learning about what it takes to establish an online home business and what opportunities are there. So what I will be discussing on this page specifically is on lifestyle business planning, as well as vision planning, what it means to immerse yourself in your vision, to start living and breathing it according to your own terms. And then I'll also be talking about digital marketing, which is the future of the world and where we're heading towards, rather than the physical products. Yeah, so if you're wanting to be able to have that flexible lifestyle, this is the place to be. So I thought, let me do this introduction and engage with you, and also let you know that I will be hosting regularly here live. So my name is Chico, and how did I get here? I'm doing this live spontaneously, nothing planned. So how did I get here? I'm the first born in my family, first of all, and with a mixture of originally from Malawi and born in the UK, in London, and grew up in the US, studied in Switzerland. And in terms of my life, most of the time I have been in American international schools, which has opened up the world for me in terms of like travel and meeting people from across the world. So I can never, ever regret that. And I'm very thankful for my mom, especially, and for both of my parents for being inspirational and motivators. So in terms of shifts that have happened in my life, which some this can relate to, is adversities I faced those. So I've gone from experiencing, let's say, panic disorder, bipolar, you name it, mental health related conditions, which is labels I was given, and I fought to not keep them, because I knew that I had a future direction and that wasn't it for my life. And then I was impacted by loss on numerous times, more than I would like to be able to count in my lifetime. That's a result of me also being part of the diaspora, where if you are living in an international culture, you know how difficult it is to be away from home. And for some of us who are in Africa or originally from Africa, you're also aware of how difficult it is for people to have family or friends to have ready-made great facilities for like hospitals and to look after their welfare. So I always take into consideration how privileged we are to be living in countries such as the UK, the US, where the health facilities and elsewhere are more than other places which are still developing. So that's been my experience, where loss has been something that's become a frequent narrative in my life, and where I've gone through bereavement. So recently, it's been like my dad recently passing away, and then my younger sister. So the reason why I'm sharing with you this is that any experience that we go through transforms us in life and brings us to where we are, so we can go through two paths in our life, where we go through a transformation. It enlightens us to wake up to who we're truly meant to be, or we can go in the other direction, where we not choose, but we are more inclined to go through a deep depression until we come to the other side. So for me, I went through the bereavement course and decided that through enlightenment, that there was much more that I needed to be doing in this lifetime. And it was even before these impacts had happened in my life. So I knew that I would go through education, I would go through a career, and the career was not going to be permanent, that I needed to be doing something greater, although I couldn't paint out what it is. So this is what brings me here, that I'm hoping to connect with you, especially if you feel that your life is worth much more, and the status is not necessarily about financial status, but it's about how you feel internally within yourself to be able to excel, to also feel proud of any environment you can be in, and never feel that you're too privileged or too underprivileged to belong in any place. So if you feel like walking in a 5-star place, you can walk in gracefully and on it. And if you go into a place where there are not that many facilities, you can still be grounded and connect with people like on an authentic level. So an elite status is also about knowing who you are in terms of your vision and life planning. So the reason why I'm here today and connecting with you as well is that through all the impacts, including my health being impacted recently, I was diagnosed with chronic pain condition known as fibromyalgia, which I'll get to talk about, but in a different live session. That also propelled me to open up my eyes to what it meant to be truly living life and to make choices that were much healthier in terms of not putting myself in positions in the work environment or community where it wasn't going to contribute positively into my well-being. Okay, so if any of this is resonating with you, then do click like. Also, let me know what your experience has been in your own life and where are you heading to, or where do you want to head to, where you feel like you're not quite getting there. Okay, so this is a space for us all to be able to connect. Okay, so the things that I'll be talking about are life planning and vision, which I've listed there, and lifestyle business, because due to the impacts, I've always known that I needed to live a grander life in order to be able to give back. And it wasn't about financial. Financial always follows. What I mean by financial is letting go of self-limiting beliefs and letting go of beliefs that financially I needed to be secure in order to actualize my dreams. This is something that holds us back. So the state where I am now is that financially I don't worry because I know that I'm following my vision. So this is something that I'll also impart and share my knowledge with you, that once you actualize your vision and it's clear and it links into being able to give back and being able to help people and add more value in this lifetime, the likelihood is that the value you add, the more you give, you will receive the equivalent in return and even more. Okay, so then life becomes so much easier. There's less blockages along the way. Okay, so I'm also mindful of my time, that I don't want to prolong my being here more than necessary, in that I am glad to be following my vision, and I'm hoping that you will also be part of this journey, and together we will be able to achieve greater things in life by being able to impact, by being able to give back, and by you also being able to walk purposefully into your vision every single day. So thank you for joining me on the CfM Elite Business page for women. and I'll just call it Elite CFM Elite Women. So see you soon, and then look out for, there will be another live session which I will be promoting live. I've got a link on the side of the page. I'm looking, it probably might be on your right, on your left, where you can click in to join for the latest updates on lifestyle, as well as anything that's going on in digital marketing or home business opportunities, including events, if this is something that you're looking for. And on top of that, I'll also be doing a welcome session where it'll be live, and I'll be announcing that in due course. So if you're coming across this live session and you're thinking, how did it pop up here? Do remember to press the notification button. Again, it will be either on your right or left, and the notification will remind you of any of upcoming updates from me or anybody else who might be involved in this process as well. So ciao for me for now, until next time.